So let me get this straight. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gaps to the upside for the Hang Seng. I'm sorry, we have 7 gaps to the upside for the Hang Seng. And I've been telling you all along, China's going to recover, China's going to recover, China's going to recover. Yes, I get it. They're Chinese companies. But hey, they make money, and it's a profit opportunity for you and your family and your life. So I would recommend taking it. Now, today, on the day of all days, this was the last day I was touching SPY. You know, it was a little bit of a rough day. A lot of things were unexpected until you look into the bigger picture and you realize, okay, everything's really right on target, because today the announcement comes out that Asian leaders, ASEAN, ASEAN, get this shit. The timing is what's important here. The timing is what's important. So, 2016. It will be the first time leaders of ASEAN, created in some of the darkest days of the Cold War, gather as a group at the White House. President Barack Obama was the last U.S. leader to host them at Sunnylands in California in 2016. Now, 2016 is when the export-based transition from China started. Basically, that's when it really revved up. That's when the gap was that just filled right here. This is a gap fill from 2016. Now, on the same day, the CPI numbers came out for both countries in the market. Now you get the Asian Summit, first time ever. Not ever, but I think it's the first time. Yes, it's 2016. We discussed that. First time since 2016 when this export-based economy transition started, and it's going to basically include China as far as the discussion points. So the summit takes place ahead of Biden's May 20 to 24th visit to South Korea and Japan, which includes a plan to meet fellow leaders of the Quad countries, Australia, India, and Japan, who share U.S. concerns about China's ambitions to expand its influence in the region and globally. We believe it's critical for other countries to both publicly and privately underscore that what has taken place in Ukraine must never happen in Asia. Oh, baby, the narratives are lining up perfectly. Campbell said on Monday there would be substantial discussions with ASEAN on technology. Get this, members. Technology, education, infrastructure, and that Washington would soon announce plans to better battle illegal fishing in the Pacific, which is a random thing thrown in. So, we've been right. It's just a matter of time. Let the narratives play out, and you're going to keep seeing it play out exactly as we've been talking about. They said it would likely elevate the current U.S.-ASEAN strategic partnership by adding a word to make it a comprehensive strategic partnership, bringing it into line with the description of ASEAN's ties with Australia and China. Man, oh man. Asian countries also share concerns about China and are broadly keen to boost ties with Washington, but they have been frustrated by a U.S. delay in detailing plans for economic engagement since former President Donald Trump quit a regional trade pact in 2017. At a virtual summit with ASEAN last October, Biden said Washington would start talks about developing a regional economic framework. Now, that's important. October of last year. Let's take a look at the charts again. Tie the charts to macro events. Well, let's look at these Chinese ADRs. When did KC start tanking? February is when it really got bad in 2021. Right as the memes were going up, China started tanking. But then look, October is when it took its second turn. It took its, boom, big dump, starting in October. So it's, again, the narratives line up. The documents are there to read. And if you haven't noticed, I'm working on this mind map right here that starts all the way back in 1970s when derivatives were created, and then walks you through King Griffin and all the alumni from Salomon, where they moved to, the influences they had, all that great stuff. Myron Scholes, derivatives. all this September 11th attacks, 08 crisis, how derivatives led to the end of the 2008 era because of all the monetary policy responses from the Fed Reserve, which Jerome Powell helped lead. Salomon investigation, which again, derivatives were pioneered by Salomon, which led to the eventual transition from LIBOR to SOFR, which over 90% exposure is derivatives, 400 trillion in products affected, which this was a contributing factor to the credit crisis, which is when the lever flipped on RRP, and that led to the collateral crisis, which led to the death of the interfund lending market, which required mass redemptions from money market funds in 2020, which led to, hey, look, we're in COVID-19 era. So this shit's all been planned out, mapped out this whole time. You just gotta look. You're not gonna find it on social media. You're gonna find it by looking, researching. Oh shit. I messed it up. Now I gotta fix that. You see what I make me do?